This is the story of my summer vacation 2026. I decided to stay at home and spend my time with a book. And the book gonna be the horror novel from Joe Hill, and it's called King Sorrow. I decided to download the audiobook version. First, I wanted to buy the hardcover version, but then I decided let's make it a little bit different this time and download the audiobook version. Well, there were so many troubles with it. So basically, all day one of my summer vacation was about figuring out why I cannot download it. Then I figured it out. It took me quite a lot of time. Needed to change my bank card details, I needed to restart the phone, I needed to do so many things, but in the end I got it. And after 2 weeks unimaginable heat, finally it's cold and it's raining. Perfect to spend time at home with a good book. My summer vacation, day 2. Finally, after trying for more than 24 hours, I managed to download King Sorrow by Joe Hill. The book I decided to spend my holiday with. The reason it took me so much time because I thought there is a problem with downloading such a huge file. It's more than 26 hours. We're talking about the audiobook version. But then in the end, I needed to change like 3-4 things and I could download it and start it. So on the second day, I listened to 26 minutes of the beginning. Just a couple of weeks before my holiday, I listened to a podcast where Joe Hill was the guest. It was page 1. So this is summer vacation, day 3, which I decided to spend at home with a book called King Sorrow by Joe Hill. Weather got a little bit better. It was 10 degrees and we decided to go to the city. We went to the British Museum and we found this bad boy. It's 1,000 pieces of jigsaw celestial map. We've been looking for this for a very, very long time. We were so happy when we found this. It was quite a reasonable price. And we went to have a sandwich. I usually have the same sandwich every single time, and it turned out that now they just cut it in half, so you get the half of it. Because I asked what's going on, and they said apparently customers complained that the sandwich is too big. Anyway, I got home and I listened to the audiobook version of the horror book 1 hour, and it was amazing. This is my summer vacation day 4, which I spend at home in a bed or in a sofa or in a chair with a book, Joe Hill's King Sorrow. King Sorrow, the dragon, the main character, finally appears. Hail King Sorrow. I'm 100% happy that I choose this book for my holiday. Let me tell you about the weather. This is June, and it's about 10 degrees, constantly raining, and it's very cold. Raining so much that it's basically a storm. During the storm, somehow everything sounds so different, and the airplanes passing by sounds that they kind of like to land on our rooftop. I think the girl next door also having a holiday at home because when the rain stopped, she appeared in swimsuits. The other neighbor also at home all the time, and he was drilling for like an hour. Focused on the book, and exactly 6:30 in the afternoon, I reached 20% of the book, and the book thieves were unalived. This is my summer vacation, which I decided to spend it at home with a good book. This is day 5, part 1. In Joe Hill's new horror book called King Sorrow, there's a mention of a book, a rare book that is founded in real human skin. One of the characters even says that, haha, I thought there will be a nipple on it or something. I think it's so important to talk about rare books because between high school and university, I actually did 1 year course about book selling, book publishing, and actually rare books as well. Rare books are found in attic and in basements after someone passed away, and then they collect it and bring it to the shops. But sometimes all books, rare books, they don't look anything like books at all, especially when they are damaged. It's very important to talk about these because I think many of them they've been just throwing out. We need to save them for the future. This is my summer vacation, day 5, part 2, which I spent at home, not traveling to anywhere, spending it at home with a good book. Actually, today I could read my book like half a day, the other half I went with the family to the city. So basically I had very limited time to enjoy the horror book from Joe Hill, King Sorrow. It's been a very long time I could totally focus on one thing, reading a book. I woke up today 5:30 and this is very interesting for me because I usually work at night. So during the holiday, I wake up like everyone else, like normal people do. Important chapter 42. I was lying on the sofa and I was really enjoying the boss fight. It was so cold during the night. Basically, I woke up that I was feeling cold. It was freezing, man. So the day was good, very productive, and at the end of the day, I reached 25% of the book. Yay! Just behind me, that is E.T., the alien, holding a heart. Because I'm at home and I spend my holiday reading a good book. And whenever I read a novel, I always read next to it a non-fiction novel. For me, it's very important to volunteer. It could be in healthcare, it could be a publishing company, which I did for years, for a company that is bringing independent American comic books to Europe, or anything like that. This is very important for me, and yeah, it's great. So some people, football is their hobby. This is what they do in their free time. My best friend, for example, supports West Ham, the other one Chelsea, the other one Arsenal. For me, this is company. So that's how the non-fiction book I'm reading, usually it's something to do with business. Right now I'm reading The Ride of the Lifetime by Bob Iger, the Disney CEO, and I absolutely love it. To be honest, I thought that this book gonna be good, very simple, very easy to read. Basically, I thought I'm gonna read it maybe in an hour or two, and that's it. It's gonna be very simple, talking about the parks, the Disney parks, and streaming service, and basically that's it. Oh boy, no, absolutely not. This book is absolutely amazing, and you know, I used to work for this sort of companies. And I remember when I came to London, and the first time I worked for a company, I didn't work for Disney, but I worked for another company, and there was a very big deal because something happened in Florida, in a bar called Pulse, and lots of people got unalive. So it was absolutely a horrible story. And with that story, Bob Iger opens his book, and I was like, oh my god, what's happening here? And I got all the adrenaline, and I was like almost like shaking when I was reading the very first chapter, the opening chapter, because it was talking about the Pulse, what happened at Pulse in Florida a couple of years ago. It was absolutely shocking for me. And then I went on, and this book is so great. I'm gonna read it not once, but probably twice. I will read it again. This is so good. Day 6. I woke up just before 8 o'clock. I walked to the kitchen and I was having a sandwich with salami, a pig salami, which I picked up at the Hungarian airport on the way back home. They were reading out loud my grandma's will, who's inheriting what, and it was very emotional. I had the last piece of that salami while I was listening to Joe Hill's new book called King Sorrow. The story is set right now in the 90s, and absolutely love the 90s setting. Right now I'm rewatching the X-Files, the cool series from the very beginning, from the pilot episode. 90s nostalgia, dragons, airplanes. What more you can ask? I went to the city with the family. We got home. It was very relaxing. We got home and I finished that part, Dragonadery o'clock. Flight or Fright. 10 out of 10. Love it.